Hey, what's up, YouTube? Hey, I had a viewer that was asking me about hookups, full hookups at a campground, at a campsite, and he was asking if I would go into a little bit of detail and talk about full hookups and some of the things that I've learned with full hookups here. You know, hooking up to my truck camper. This would apply to other types of RVs. I just want to say here right off the bat that I'm not an expert, RVer. I'm still consider myself a rookie here, and so the only things that I'm telling you here today are just some of the things that I have learned over the course of the last 8 months living in my truck camper and staying at an RV park here. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start at the sewer hose, and I'm going to work my way all the way to the electrical service and the water service and the cable service. So starting down here, I'm just going to explain what I use, why I use it, and like I said, some of the things that I have learned in how I've got things set up here. So basically, what I'm using here is this Rhino Flex hose, and we'll start back here. I'm using one of these 45-degree elbows. That's kind of nasty to look at. I won't show too much of that. It could use probably a good wash. So I use one of these elbows here. They're called the 45. And then it goes, and then there's another connection here. It goes into the main sewer hose, and you want one of these clear type 45 connections so that when you are rinsing out the black tank, you can see it run clear. You can see clear water running through there, and then that tells you that your black tank is clean and clear. So that's a really important component to have. And then the next thing would be your sewer hose. And then that goes down here into this 90-degree elbow. And then it goes into your adapter that goes into the tank itself. What you're looking at here was all one kit. So this comes with the kit. This is part of the hose you buy. This is a 15-foot section. It's expandable. It expands and retracts, which is why I like it. It's really easy to work with and deal with. And also, okay, now that 45, that does not come with the kit. That's sold separately, so you'll need to get that separately. And then this Rhino Flex hose, another reason I like it is you can also disconnect these fittings, so you can lock and unlock this, and so you can get things tight. You can adjust it. This part swivels around. I mean, you can dial it into exactly how you like it. And this is a real high quality PVC hose. So probably, one of the premium ones on the market, but very happy with it. I wouldn't buy anything else but this product here. And then another part of the system here is this sidewinder. It's called a sidewinder. That's this plastic part here that elevates the dump hose and gets its channel, its gravity flow funnel right into the dump tank. So it starts out a little steeper up there, and then it gets a little shorter down here, so you'll need to get one of these. These expand and contract. This is made by Camco, and they fold up really nice. And you can, like I said, I like them because you can get them however you like them. Let's see. As far as and the other reason that you're going to want one of these is because your dump tank service, the elevation of these aren't all the same at every campground or wherever you're going to be you're going to be camping at, RV park. The elevation of this point could be different from one park to the next. So that's why it's important that you make sure you have your little ladder hose here that's going to lift it off the ground and elevate it. So this is working out really good for for what I'm doing and my needs, and I've been happy with it. I haven't had any problems. You can replace some of these individual components, but this whole hose, 15-foot hose kit, was about $30. And Rhinoflex also sells some longer hoses for longer applications. With this truck camper set up with the way it is, I don't need a long hose. I can generally get the truck camper pretty close to the dump. The dump valve here, so like some of your Class A's, you're going to need some pretty long hoses. Okay, so we'll just talk about the water hose, city fill water hose. I've got a 90-degree elbow right here, which is what I use, and then I connect to the hose. I do think I don't really like where I have this water filter at. I think it should be back there at the water service and not at this location, just for the simple reason of the weight and it putting some more torque and stress on this valve here, on this part. The one I have, it's pretty rigid, but I think next time I am going to change that around. So you'll have I see some people they take this flex part and they stick it in here. I don't really like that. I much would rather prefer having one of these brass 90-degree elbows. Buy brass if you buy anything. That's really important. It's going to last a long time over some of your other cheaper crap. Okay, so we got the shore power here. Pretty simple stuff. That just goes into the the electrical service, which I'm going to talk about when I get to that. This is just some Camco water line hose. I'm not sure what the life expectancy is of this hose. I can see it's starting to bulge like a little bit. So this kind of stuff here, it's probably going to have to be replaced every, if you're full-time in, every year maybe, or sooner than that. We'll go over here, and this is just the potable water fill. This is the cable TV connection. And one thing I found on these connections is, at least the one I have, it can be a real pain in the ass to thread this on to the camper. So I just took and put some Tri-Flow spray lubricant on it. You could use WD-40 or probably silicone spray or whatever. And you're going to thread this on here. It can be just a real pain in the neck to thread on. But if you apply a little bit of a lubricant to the threads, it's going to go on a lot smoother. Alright, so let's go ahead and move the camera to the electrical and the water service. So over here at the electrical and the water service, you can see here at the water service I've got a two-way valve going on here. This is something else that I do recommend, so that when you've got everything connected, you can run another accessory hose. I just use this hose for washing, general cleaning, just another port to get water. And then it's also got the control valves. You can turn them on or off here. So definitely get one of these, and again, get a brass one if you buy one. The electrical service box. Basically, the first thing that I do when I come to the electrical service box, if I'm connecting or disconnecting, is I turn the fuse panel put it in the off position. So that's just going to eliminate any kind of problems with the power situation. And then once I got everything plugged in, then I turn it on. This is the surge protector here that I bought this from Chris Travels. He is a distributor of Progressive Industries, and he distributes these surge protectors. So if you are interested in one, you can go visit his channel, and you can talk to him about getting yourself one of these. And the surge protector, again, that's going to eliminate any type of voltage problems that you could encounter between here and your converter in your RV. So this is just another safeguard, and it's going to eliminate, some problems. So, and that's the name of the game out here in RVing world, is eliminating as many potential problems as you possibly can. So yeah, that's pretty much. I guess the other thing I could talk about is this water line here. Another thing that I noticed a lot of full-timers here in the RV park is year-round they keep these insulated with insulation hose. So that's another important thing to do, and I should probably be doing it with mine. One of the problems that I'm having is, everybody has in the summertime, is when you turn the water on, the faucet on in the camper, the water runs hot, because you've got no insulation around this hose. So you've got to let the water run for a few minutes until you get cold water if you want to drink the water. So that's something else that you might want to look into, carry with you, is some insulation to insulate that water line. So with all of that being said, I know I didn't really talk too much about the surge protector, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You plug it in and it tells you the wiring configuration, and it's got a couple of lights, and if the lights are right, then you're good to go. So that's pretty much how the surge protector works. They do have different models and different capacities, and so you're definitely going to want to speak with a professional with making sure that you get the appropriate surge protector for your application. So with all that being said, guys, that's all I have here to say on this. So I hope that you've learned, maybe picked up a couple of things maybe you didn't know or what have you, and I am certainly always open to learning and other suggestions that some of you more experienced RVers out there have that you would be willing to share. So if you know of a few other things, please comment below, let us all know, and until next time, have an awesome day.